Hey YouTube, what's up to the Rare Breed family? I'm Demi the Don. And so y'all, we are about to talk about why do chosen ones always attract demons or demonic people? See y'all know we are about to talk about it, we're about to get into it. Okay, in my opinion and how I look at it is for two reasons, right? For one, on both ends, whether someone is demonic or someone is on their spiritual journey, either way around, they're looking for an outlet, right? So I feel like demonic people, they come to you for one because you trigger them. We already know your light irritates their demons, and they are a certified demon. You know, these people talk about you, they lie on you, they tend to have an obsession with you, you know. They tend to watch you a lot. They try to stalk you. They try to find out anything they can about you that can attach them to you in some type of way, shape, or form. You know, even if they have to make up some type of lie just to somehow have your name in their mouth. And mind you, y'all, sometimes you know these people, sometimes you don't. You know, evil spirit does not care most of the time who it attaches itself to. But most of the time they go after God's chosen. They always go after God's chosen, y'all. And y'all already know why. Because y'all know who y'all are. You know, and if you don't know who you are in this family, we're going to tell you, you know. You're gifted. You have something that other people don't have. You know, you step into a room, you just light up the whole room without even knowing, you know. You definitely have spiritual gifts. And the longer that you realize who you are and that you're on the journey, you're going to figure out how to use your gifts, you know. And we all have the gift of discernment. Point blank, period. Just like how Mariah Carey and Beyonce were born to sing, you know, we were born with the gift of discernment. A lot of us just didn't know that we had it until we got to a certain age or we started going through certain things. Or either you had to learn things from certain people, you know. Because we just don't wake up knowing these things. But back on topic, you know, they come to you because for one, they were sent by the devil to destroy you, of course. See, the devil knows that God has chosen ones, you know. He knows that God has people out here who ride for him no matter what. We don't care whether it's hell, rain, sleet, or snow. You know, we're going to stand 10 toes down. We're going to keep that faith. We know that we are on path. You know, we know that we have a journey and a mission here to complete here on earth. You know, we know that God put us here to be warriors. We know he put us here to help other people, to help guide each other. You know, we know that we serve a purpose here on earth and everyone's purpose is different. So, you know, the reason why these demons come after chosen ones is because Satan sent them. You know, of course he needs people to be on his side so he can have company in hell burning all day. I mean, who really wants to burn alone? You know what I'm saying? He needs some company. He needs to figure out who's weak and who's strong. Because see, that's how you separate the good from the bad, you know. God's chosen one. Y'all know y'all some of the strongest people in this world. And the things that you go through, people can only imagine. Like, you know, when people really hear you guys' story, right, the first thing that comes to their mind is, I'm glad they want me. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all probably have heard people say those exact words out of their mouth when you are telling them something that you went through. The first thing they say is, I'm glad that wasn't me, or couldn't have been me. Yeah, you're right. It couldn't have been you because God didn't choose you to go through this. You know, he didn't choose them. He chose you. So, you know, you got through it and it's like, okay, whatever. But the devil needs to stop anything he can because, see, he doesn't want you going around here spreading positivity, you know. He doesn't want you to be there for anyone. So he sent his demonic people to try and stop you from moving forward. Because at the end of the day, y'all, if the devil could get the whole world to be on his side, for one, it would be worse than what it is now. Even though, it's things going on in the world we have no control over, let's not forget that God still has a plan. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, the devil loves shit like this. He loves when people are going at it, or when things seem to fall apart from people. That's what he wants. So he always sends his people to attack God's chosen. It's kind of like, we need to take down the big dogs. You know what I'm saying? We need to step to the main people, and we need to tear those people down, so that, everyone could just really fall off, be depressed, be miserable, go around stealing, killing, just starting a bunch of chaos in the world. That's part of the reason why demonic people step to you. They don't want to see you win. These people are very jealous, because some of them feel like, well, why don't I have that same gift? Why when I step out, people don't watch me that way and look at me that way, Those how demonic people feel, but what they fail to realize is that even though they are so low vibrational, they always have time to change. One thing about God and being chosen, we're not going to just say, you know what, yeah, you're demonic, that's how you're going to stay. Don't come over here. We don't care to encourage you. We're going to continue to do our job. We're going to continue to stay on path. You see what I'm saying? Like, we don't care just because a lot of people choose to tear us down. We don't care to retaliate, because we know who our Father is, and we already know you don't want no smoke with him. That's what y'all got to tell them, chosen ones. You got to tell them, you may not like me, but you don't want no problems with my Father. Who is your Father? Who woke you up? That's what you say. Because, hey, sometimes you just got to tell it how it is. Who woke you up this morning? Then you got the evil people. I woke myself up. Oh, that's what you think. Keep telling yourself that. Keep playing with my Father. Keep telling yourself that. See, we don't do certain things to people, It's like the door is always open. They just have to be willing to walk through. And see, they hate you because no matter how much they try to break you, chosen ones, you will not change for nothing. If anything, they make you stronger. What don't break you always makes you stronger. And that's why I'm so proud of everyone, chosen ones. I'm just so proud of y'all, because people have no idea what you go through sometimes on a day-to-week basis. Things just happen out of nowhere that you just have no control over. And you somehow manage to get through it without committing suicide or shifting blame, You always find a way to work through whatever it is going on. That's what makes you chosen. That's part of what makes you chosen, and what keeps you strong, and what keeps you going. See, the devil doesn't like that. When he sends his minions up against you, they are supposed to destroy you. They came to kill, steal, and destroy. They were supposed to break you when you was at your lowest. You weren't supposed to get back up. But God made sure you got up anyway. Your Father made sure he was holding your hand the entire time. That's what these demons can't see. They don't see that God is with you the entire time. He's with them as well, but because they still pick the side, it's not too much they can do until they're ready to change. God always has the door open. And that's one thing about the devil, that once he's done using them, he's going to just toss them to the side like they never existed. You see, that's the crazy part about walking with the devil. People don't understand. He will show you nice things, and he'll give you something in advance, but it's not going to be long lasting. When God gives you something, it's forever. It's always long lasting. You don't have to pick and choose. You don't have to feel like, if I do this one day, I can't do this the next day. God is going to give you the whole shebang. He's going to give you everything you deserve, and he's going to make sure that it lasts forever. The devil, he'll dangle it over your face. He'll put it in your life just long enough for you to feel like you reached it and you got it and you won, just to realize you have been losing the entire time. Chosen ones, we know better. You know better. And see, that's why these demonic people that are attracted to you, they keep trying to tear you down because they don't feel like they have the strength to get through the things that you go through. But what they fail to realize, if they put God first, and if they build a stronger connection with their father, they went to him and, God, I need you. Like, I understand that I have not been the best, but Father, please take me away from Satan. God is going to do that. But they don't see that because, they are under their father's spell. Wow, just like how we are with our father. But at the same time, you need to have something to compare things to. Like, before you even knew you were chosen, it was times that you did crazy stuff. Like, you're not perfect. You see what I'm saying? So you had something to compare it to. They never chose God, so they don't have anything to compare it to. You knew once what you did not feel right. You knew what time it was. It was time to call your father. It was time to say, hey, yeah, I need to come back home right quick, right? Because, and God is like, yeah, your room is still here. Bed still made just like it was before. Come home. The devil isn't going to do that. Hell, he got his minions over there striving, trying to get things in order. He got them struggling, trying to take care of the basics. When God got you over here living in paradise, hell, your room got an ocean view. Their room got bars and fences. You see what I'm saying? So of course they want to try to come in and destroy you, because they don't see how good life can be. They never had anything to compare anything to. It's almost like they are comfortable with being mistreated to the point they don't understand that it's better out here. And chosen ones, that's why we are who we are, because we need to let them know, like, look, life gets so much better than this. All you got to do is these steps, And then that's when we start trying to help them on their path, because they are on path. They may not be on the path that you are on, that we're on for being chosen, but they still have a path. And God can always switch up those paths if they understood that what they were doing were wrong. But they're so caught up, they're so lost and gone, most of these people, that it's like no matter what you tell them, they're going to look at you and laugh it off or take it as a joke. Or they're going to look at one situation that they felt like God wasn't there, and it was like, well, God didn't answer for me, so I don't care. But yet, they standing here this very day. What you mean he didn't answer? Seems like you got through some things. You see what I'm saying? Like, they don't see the bigger picture. And sometimes it's just hard to get through to certain people because they have a one-track mind. And the other reason, y'all, is, this is something that it does happen, when a chosen meets a chosen one. Because for one, we can already feel the vibes. Y'all know we already know when someone is chosen. You pick up on their energy, but then you have some chosen ones that still is just a little guarded, because we're used to people coming in with a nice face. But then, by the time you get to know them and see that they have an agenda, it's like, I don't know. So, when a chosen meets another chosen one, it's just like good vibes. It doesn't happen often, but hey, when it happens, y'all, I feel like it's a good thing. And, we like it because we feel like, wow, we met someone who can relate, who understands how we feel, probably went through certain scenarios in life to get them to that place. But, it's all part of God's plan. So with that being said, y'all, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Demi the Don, Demi the Goddess. I will see y'all in another video. Bye, y'all.